Yes, people. Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for the returning Courtside Commentary Podcast, which is the NBA podcast on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel, with the NBA regular season now officially over. It is playoff season. It is play-in season. So we're here to do the preview and get predictions from as many as the man them who will be joining. But before we continue, big up to everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. As always, everyone who's joined over from Saeed's channel, from the Raid, shout out to Saeed. Big up to him for hitting 150K. I know some of you lot are not NBA fans, but please hit a like button, subscribe if you haven't. So smash that like, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Please make sure you share this out across all the socials as well. And That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at That's Me Flawless. And on top of those two things, again, make sure you subscribe to the channel and get any questions in and give your predictions as well, because that's what we'll be getting from the man them, both West and East conferences, people. So the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. I know the Clippers Warriors game went into overtime as well, but y'all put a bad boy panel together as well. And we got legends in the chat. Shout out to Gunner to smash the likes and 15 subs. Where's the Snow Bunny? I gotta work, man. This is what it is, man. I told her she gotta leave me be. You feel me? And that, like, I know she can't get enough because I'm me. Like, look at me. But I gotta get to work. You already know the vibe. So let me bring in my guys. Always look forward to the show. Eddie in the cut, Alam in the cut. Jez, what you man saying, man? What's going on? You man good?
That's not how I expected the show to start.
Yo, why you introducing me after that shit? Nah, go.
Eddie's on the.
I had to lead into the gimmick. You get what I'm saying? And that they weren't trying to hear anything else.
No gimmick.
So I had to lead into the gimmick, yo. You know what I'm saying? And that. Like, I ain't been working all day long. These men have seen me legit work all day long, 14-hour day on Saturday, 10-hour day. I've been live since like 1:30 p.m. It's now nearly midnight. And these lot have
even getting to it. Salute.
Wow, you know what I'm saying? You lot are jokers, but big up to everyone in the chat as well. I will be adding Alam's. Make sure if you're an NBA fan, make sure you subscribe to Alam's channel as well, man. Toronto Hoop Talk, I'm going to add that. But big up to Broderick, Knowledge as well, IDK in the cut as well.
There you go, IDK.
Isha. There you go, man. Toronto Hoop Talk, I'm going to add that. I'm going to do that. So big up everyone who is currently tapped in as always. But yeah, man, we'll get to it. Predictions, we'll start. You know what? We'll start with the East, actually. So we'll go to the Eastern Conference, which there's been significant.
I got to share it if you want to.
Yeah, this Gunner guy, Hey, Gunner, man, just run up the likes and the subscribe button and all that. And this guy on there. That is. Yeah, can you zoom in?
The OG, triple OG League Gunner. The realest to ever do it, man.
Can you zoom in just a little bit there, Jess?
I just zoomed in. Right. It's better?
It's cool. As long as the chat can see it. Yeah, it was all well and good, man. I've got it here. So obviously 7 will play 8. So the Magic will play the Hawks. The Bulls will play the Heat. So Alam, we'll start with you. We'll start with the 7 versus 8. Magic versus Orlando Magic versus the Atlanta Hawks. Thoughts?
I think Orlando's only there because they had some injury issues. I don't think Atlanta really belongs in the same group as them. Atlanta is deeply unserious as an institution, so I just don't see that panning out for them. I got Orlando.
That's the most polite way I've ever heard someone call someone shit.
You're not lying.
They're just here to make up the numbers. They're just here to make up the numbers, bro.
I said that deep. I'm gonna use that, yo. You are a deeply unserious team, yo. That is so polite, yo. Sorry, go on, carry on.
No, that's it. There's nothing else to say. I just think Orlando's here because they had some injury issues. I don't think Paolo's going to play around in such a high stakes basketball game. Just 7 seed to me is locked up. It's just about who squeaks in as the 8 seed to get smoked by Cleveland.
All right, then. So you got Magic beating the Hawks and then Bulls Heat. Who have you got with that one?
Let's go Miami. I mean, I think they're feeling a little bit better. I don't think they actually saged the arena, but it feels like that's kind of what happened with the Jimmy Butler trade. So I think they're on the same page a little bit. I think they have better vibes than Chicago. So we'll go with Miami.
All right, then. So you have the Hawks playing the Heat, right? In eighth spot. Who you got for that?
Well, after what I said, I'm not picking Atlanta, so we're gonna go with Miami.
All right. So you got the Magic and Sorry, yeah. Magic and the Hawks, yeah? Am I correct?
Yo, that's what we got.
Yeah.
So I know Magic and the Heat.
Magic and the Heat, my bad. My apologies. All right, so you got Magic and Heat, 7 and 8. Cool. Eddie, same to you as well with 7, 8, 9, 10. With the Magic playing the Hawks and the Bulls playing the Heat.
Off the back of Alam's astute analysis, any Atlanta visitor knows the only institution we respect is Magic City. Shout out Lemon Pepper Lou every time.
Shout out Lemon Pepper Lou, man.
You dig? A true wing connoisseur, breast and thigh connoisseur as well. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, give me the Magic. It's just they're really that team because of the injuries they've had. Like, bruh, that's like team bum knees. Like, all their top talent has gone down due to some crucial knee ligament blowing up. So they don't really deserve to be there. They play way too hard for me to take any of the other bottom teams seriously. So they'll be the 7th seed. And then it's the same thing with Miami. But I could see Atlanta on some Trae Young just going crazy, winning one game like he always does in the play-in. Like, they're a perennial play-in team. And Trae Young is the type of player that's going to be the best on the court for either team he plays in these, other than Orlando. I think Paolo's a better player, but Trae Young can definitely win them a game just to get them respectable. Because here's the dirty little secret that people don't want to know.
Well,
a lot of these teams are happy for the play-in tournament because it gives them one more game to get ticket revenue. And so owners right now are praying to God that their team at least gets them 2 more home games. That's it. When you're dealing with playing teams in the Eastern Conference, like the Chicago Bulls, who, again, what is it, Alam? A deeply unserious institution?
I'm using deeply that,
unserious. Yes.
You are deeply unserious.
Like, that's Chicago Bulls is the poster child. They tried to tank, but then they're like, oh, shit, we can't really tank like that. Let's get 2 more games in. And so here they are in the play-in. Like, there's no reason for them to even be playing basketball still. After game 82, they should have all got pink slips, or they all should have bought tickets to Cancun. We're past that. So give me Orlando, give me Miami, because Miami doesn't know how to take shit not seriously.
So you reckon the Heat,
Yeah, I'll go Heat in Orlando.
All right, cool, no stress. Jez, what you saying, man? With 7, same to you as well with 7, 8, 9, and 10. Magic, Hawks, and then obviously the Bulls play the Heat.
No, I agree with the Magic 100%. Like, I actually didn't, because obviously I haven't watched that much East Conference. Like, so I was actually surprised that I saw on the 7th, and then man literally said they got injuries, so I looked it up and like, I get why they're down where they are, but no, definitely the Magic. They're even too good to be there. But I got the Magic, and then for the Heat Bulls, you know what? I kind of like what the Bulls do, but then every time when they're trying to put stakes in the Bulls, they always let me down. So I'll take the Heat, man.
All right, so you got the Heat. So then you would have the Hawks and the Heat as for the 8th seed. Who you got?
That's the game between the Hawks and the Bulls, right?
Oh yeah. So you got Sorry, Hawks. Hawks and Bulls. Yeah. Hawks and Bulls.
I got the Hawks. I got the Hawks in that one.
You got the Hawks. All right, cool. See, all right, no problem. Sorry, I'm just knowing this down so we can look back at this, obviously, once it's gone as well. Staying with you, Jess. So you have, like you said, you got the Magic and the Hawks going through first and foremost. So off of yours, it'd be the Magic. It'd be the Cavs versus the Hawks. You reckon the Cavs just mollywop them?
Well, that's gonna be. I give Atlanta one game. Cavs and 5s, man. I give Atlanta one game because because Eddie said it, but like one thing about Trae Young this year, Trae Young likes to play on the big stage. Like he would try and put out the show, but turn over the ball like 20 times just to put a show out there. So it's like I think I give Atlanta one game, but Cavs should deal with them.
Yeah,
right.
So I have Miami for that 1-8, right? But if Atlanta were to be the 8, Trae Young is gonna have a crazy game against that Cavs backcourt. I think Eddie gave them a name. I remember Eddie giving the Cavs backcourt a name.
Yeah, I remember.
What was the Mighty Munchkins or something? We were talking about how small that backcourt is.
Mighty Munchkins is appropriate, bro.
So that
It's-
backcourt's letting Trey cook for at least one game, right? So I don't have the Hawks in that 1-8 matchup, but if they do, they're getting one game for sure.
All right, cool. So have you all got the Cavs versus? Obviously, you two both have the Heat. Jazz has the
whoever
Hawks.
it is. Whoever
So
it is.
you all got the Cavs. All right, I was
It's
just
a smash
clarifying.
for me,
It's Cavs,
whoever
it's
it
Cavs.
is.
Everyone
It's
got
a sweep. It's a sweep.
Oh, bro, like the AFC is barbecue chicken, bro. Like it's what it is.
So basically, everybody below Orlando is actually wanted to tank, right? But there's so much fierce competition in the Eastern tank, they had to quit, and they're like, "I guess we're
Fuck it. Yeah, we have to make
That's
something of the
really it.
season.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's
that's
really
it.
it. They
Yo.
were willingly trying, like people. I want if you know basketball, look up the rosters of these bottom tier teams in the Eastern Conference.
yo."
Free LaMelo. It's always free LaMelo. Free my
Yes,
YN.
sir.
But
Yes, sir.
other than that, these dudes are some of these are pitiful. Some of these dudes are real deal pitiful.
Oh,
Yo,
So-
my name is failed tank commander because the Raptors wanted to tank. They made the 11 seed just because they couldn't out tank the real tanking teams. Like we tried to sit players so much, and these teams were still worse than us. It is dark. Like, it is bad.
yeah.
well, I see Washington hit a game winner today to get.
They were the only
Jazz the
ones.
best
They
odds.
were the only ones, bro. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Jez. They're the
Oh,
only
my
ones where I actually think they did the tank the right way. These guys are gonna play hard, but they're so bad. No matter how hard they play, they're gonna get exposed on a night-to-night basis. That was the problem with the Raptors. Like the Raptors have pieces that if you fill them in on any other team, they help. But when you put them together, you don't really go too far. Like out of the bad bunch, Scotty Barnes is definitely the best player.
Yeah.
And then you have RJ Barrett, who's a competitor. And then you could say
Quickly,
Manuel Quickly, but he didn't really play that much going down the stretch.
that was
right?
the tank though. Quickly got
That
a
was
bunch
the
of
tank,
time
yeah.
off.
Oh, they
Barry
had
got a
that.
bunch of time off.
Oh, they
We
had.
tried to lose games, but the East is just that bad. Like the thing about the Wizards, the cheat code is the Wizards play bare 19-year-old that started playing basketball at 14. And that's how you tank.
Yeah.
Well, they had B. I swear you guys had like BI out as well for a minute, but just to make sure you don't fuck up that tank.
BI sprained his ankle in December and just didn't touch a court since. Honestly, I saw him throwing up like he was at a charity event shooting a basketball, and he looked healthy as hell.
Oh yeah, said to stay home.
He looked great.
Bro, take your time, bro. Oh man, I would like to see Cooper in Toronto, man. But hey, man, fuck
Bro,
it,
that
man.
would be forward chaos. If we had Cooper, Scotty, BI, and RJ Barrett, that would just be
That's
chaos.
nasty. That's nasty.
But
Well, that front court, man.
Hell no, this brother. I would just be there for the argument on minutes. I would just want to see who's the one that thinks they're above all. Who's the one, the number one pick, or the previous lottery pick, or the guy you just gave $100 million to? Like, who wants it the most? Like, who wears the crowd of the 3-4 hybrid?
And
that's what they all are.
The nasty thing for me is BI, RJ, and Cooper Flag. That's 3 Duke players. Nobody wants to be at that point as a fan. It's not a fun place to be.
Nasty work.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, people, see how Sarcasm City TV, you ain't getting this type of content anywhere else, people. You ain't getting this, like I say, man, deeply unserious stuff. Like that's what
we try.
Deeply unserious. We will tell you like that. Yeah, deeply unserious. We don't mince our words, man. You know what I'm saying? For true. And you lot, run up the likes as well, man. Run up the damn likes. Make sure you subscribe to our Lamb's channel. The link's in the title. Toronto Hoop Talk. Open up the new tab. Click the link, opens up a new tab, and go subscribe over there. So then you lot would have the Celtics versus the Hawks.
They have
the Magic. It'd be the Magic. Yeah. Right.
Magic, yeah.
The Celtics versus the Magic. Yeah, Jez, we'll go to you. Celtics Magic.
Bro, Celtics are form, man. Get these dudes out of here, man.
Damn.
I don't even think Celtics give them one game. Respect. I like the Magic. I like the Magic hoops when they're healthy. I think they're like a decent team to watch when they're healthy. But I think the Celtics got just way too much, man.
That's what you saying, Eddie. Celtics Magic.
Foe. It's just they're not healthy enough to compete at a at a realistic level, especially what the Celtics bring into every matchup. You're talking about a Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Yeah, it's unfortunate because Orlando's one of those teams with a lot of promise. It's just sometimes it's not your year, you know. Last year they were too young; they didn't understand the moment. This year, I thought they did. I think if you look like at the season, the first half of the season, they might have been like the first third of the season, they might have been like a top 4, top 5 team,
Yeah, this
and
was
then they just got. What were they just?
nah. There was at one point. Remember when Banchero went out with an injury for like a long period, and they had a better record without Banchero than without him than with him. So they
Yeah.
were like cooking early on. They had one of the better. I think they had. I'm not sure if they're still up there, but at that stage of the season, I think they were in the top 5 for the best defensive teams in the league.
Yeah.
From a net rating perspective. So now they were cooking early in the season, and then I don't know, guys just went out. But it's like someone said it earlier, like they play hard every night. The defense is there, but then it comes with injuries. It's similar like in OKC how we play super hard, but then there's like these tryhards on the team and they're trying to rough up these guys making these hustle plays, but then get injured because they're bumping each other like so many times. So now I think Alonso's just unlucky with that case, and also just not having enough quality in the backcourt. In my opinion, like if they had somebody in the backcourt, like in the point guard or shooting guard, that I look at and say like real quality with like Wagner and Banchero, you can really see a good
Yeah.
team in the future like there who can actually compete. This is what I think they need to sort out next. But they got the front court, in my opinion.
That guy was Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs was a big part of what they were doing this season. Once he got hurt, season went to shit for their relative to what they were trying to do. Right? Like
Yeah.
some teams, you just want an upward trajectory when it comes to season after season. Other teams, it's championship or bust. Orlando's trajectory was they're going to be a top 4 seed this season. But the injuries ruined all that. So, and Boston don't give a fuck about none of that. Boston don't care about none of your injuries, none of your sob stories, none of your violins. They finna put belt to ass 4-0, 4-1 if they get lucky. It'll get some of them games gonna be 20 pointers, maybe some 30s. Because I just think Boston is gonna try their best to not even give them any confidence whatsoever. And so I'll give Boston a sweep on this one. I'll say 4-0 with
Boston as well. All right, cool. What are you saying? I'll echo that. You think Cavs just
so I think a lot of the good vibes with Orlando come from the fact that they took Cleveland to 7 games last year in the first round. But this Orlando team is not where that Orlando team was because of injuries. And this Boston team is much better than last year's Cleveland team. So, I think those kind of big moments, they really take up a lot of real estate in people's heads. But this situation is not built for Orlando to have a gritty first round where they overperform. I think if they get a game, it's just because Boston is that comfortable in the series that they just trick a game off. After the 2 games in Orlando, you have to take a flight back to Boston anyways, right? So they maybe are not that upset with playing a game 5, but under no circumstances does it get to 6. Boston, I think they kind of dragged their feet through the regular season a little bit. I think they know that they're better than everyone in the East. So I think, playoff time, they really turn up the round 1.
First, all right. So you might got to just mollywhopping him. 3 versus 6. New York Knicks.
Oh, here we go.
Pistons. Hi, Eddie. Since you said that,
here we go.
I will let you go, man. Let's go.
Here we go.
Maybe you said that. Hey, Jez, make sure you make sure you got the standings there just in case I get anything.
Yeah,
wrong.
let me know.
I got it.
Because
mark my words.
Because this is how my football is my
in
thing.
the Eastern Conference. This will be the series to watch.
Oh,
this will be the series to watch.
Okay.
This is Team Black Air Force debut in the NBA playoff.
Yes, sir.
And why is that important, people? Because the refs don't call everything in the playoffs. You will see a level of physicality that you have not seen in basketball in a very long time with this Detroit team. Now, am I saying I'll go Knicks in 7. Let me get that out the way. I'll go Knicks in 7. I think this is a 7-game series.
Okay.
I think Detroit doesn't fear the Knicks, and I think Detroit has the best player on the court in Cade Cunningham. I just don't think they know what it takes in certain moments to close them out. And I think New York, being what they've gone through these past couple seasons, that experience will help them get out of this first round. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. New York, Tom Thibodeau, brother, start looking for another job. I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. Just start. Maybe it's commentary. Fuck it. Maybe you want to start a podcast. Maybe some people fuck with your voice. So is it ASMR? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, it's ASMR.
Yeah,
Get into that
yeah,
shit. You feel me? Talking about sweet nothings for the ladies. I don't know, but being the coach of the New York Knicks is not going to be a profession, my boy. It's that simple. But you'll have this moment. You'll have this moment of glory. I think Jalen Brunson will do what he needs to do. I think if they're smart, they put OG on Cade, because Cade, the problem with Cade is a big guard. He's like Luka-esque, where he knows how to be physical and effective at the same time. Mm-hmm. The problem is, outside of Cade, they don't have that many like explosive bucket getters that can keep them constantly in a game. But I think just their defense will keep them competitive. And the fact that you have a Brunson to go to, you have a McHale you can go to. Shit, even an OG can give you a couple 18 to 20 point games as well.
Bro,
I think that'll put them over the top. Yeah, so I'll go New York in 7 for this one. I'll go New York in 7 for this one. But the Pistons will become America's favorite team. Mark my words.
Okay. So Knicks in 7. I'm saying to you.
So yeah, I got Knicks in 7 for sure. I got this being a 7-game series, like guaranteed, just because of the physicality of the series. Eddie talked about it being playoff basketball. I think playoff basketball is going to be the platform for everyone to learn just the kind of basketball Detroit plays. And I think when you take Tom Thibodeau's like defensive grit ball 40 minutes a night against what Detroit is right now, yeah, I can't see it going in 6 games or 5 games at all. Definitely a 7-game series. I think the thing about Detroit is like we see a lot of like whenever there's this Cinderella story underdog team that goes further than they expect, I think it's usually a little bit out of left field. Everybody's calling it with Detroit, which is why I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to win the first round matchup, go to the second round. It's a little bit too obvious. And usually when that happens, you see a spirited 7-game series where the team loses and we all look for them next year, kind of like Orlando last year. So I got New York winning. I just think that they have a little bit more. But yeah, I really look forward to seeing Isaiah Stewart in Madison Square Garden. He's a New York area basketball player. Madison Square Garden is a platform for people to talk about scorers dropping 50. I think he's going to do the enforcer equivalent of dropping 50, and I think you're going to see some at least 2 games where he fouls out in New York. It's going to be a beautiful thing. So yeah, give me New York in 7.
I said New York in 7. All right, first, Jez, what you saying?
Nah, I can't like to begin with. I thought of Knicks in 6 to begin with, because I do think the series goes long. I'll be honest. I do have to say shout out to Detroit, because I'll be honest, I didn't see this coming this season. I think most people didn't see this coming this season. Cade massively improved this season, which I think is the driving force of their season. But also a couple of the other role players like Jaden Ivey. I think it's called Duran, if I'm not mistaken.
Jalen Duran,
yeah, Duran. There we go. Yeah, and even then, surprisingly, even Tobias Harris has actually been useful as well. Like man, like J. Cole and that. But out of you guys convinced me because Game 6 would be in New York, right? Or it would be in Detroit. Okay,
Detroit.
Okay, that makes that. I do think they can push it to 7 then. But then the Knicks finish it out gonna finish it out in 7, and then
So
I'll be honest, Knicks in 7, and I think they're gonna be out of here in the second round. But we're gonna get to it later.
Damn.
No, bro, because I don't, bro. There are some of. I think
Hey.
how many wins do they have this season? Because I know they have 50 wins or something, but they're
51. I think the Knicks got 51, but Jazz ain't saying nothing wrong. This is the way.
Knicks,
this is the way of New York. This is
those-
the New York way. Any
Oh,
New York Knicks fan will tell you a second round exit is synonymous with the New York nickname. We're not saying anything crazy.
Bro, like you know what you're gonna see. The New York Knicks gonna go to the second round. You're gonna see these guys go New York, and then they're gonna go out of the second round acting like they're a good team. Like 51 wins
These
this
New
season.
York fans finna be spitting on people. That's what they do.
So we're gonna win the fucking whole lot. Like they're like the definition of Arsenal fans right there. But
honestly, yeah. But you know what? I think Arsenal has won a trophy more recent than the Knicks have.
They definitely did. They definitely did. But in terms of behavior, in terms of like just behavior and it's exactly like them. And the funny part is, I think this because I said this to you Flores yesterday, like against the top 3 teams from a record perspective, they're like 0-7 or 0-8 or 0-10, whatever. They haven't won a single. It's 0-10 because they haven't won a single game against the Cubs. They haven't won a single game against the Celtics, and they went 0-2 versus us. So fake is 50. Fake is 51 team winning team I have seen. So
lost to us twice too.
They're no good. Like because this was specifically just for the top 3. If I go further into looking into it, they probably gotten their ass beaten by everybody.
We got Fats in the cut as well. What are you saying?
Big up everybody. Big up.
Honestly, I know. We gonna obviously if you get to the second round, get to the second round. But the only way I see them getting to the conference is if Sonny Lee's on the sideline. OG goes crazy every game. I've seen OG 2 times. She's on the sideline. OG goes for 30. Like bro, like maybe you need stuff. But we can. Hey man, we get there when we get there.
Yeah, that's fair. Fats, what you saying? You blessing everything, yeah?
Bless everybody. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like.
You already know. So, all right, yeah, we'll stay with you, Fats. I'll get your prize for the play-ins in a second, but we're here talking New York Knicks, Detroit Pistons. Who you got?
You know, I got New York Knicks in 6.
New York Knicks in 6. Go on, why?
Why did you ask him why to begin with?
Yo, Fats, you know?
Bro, he's the watchings, man. You just get to bro.
What are you saying, Fats? Why you got the Knicks in 6?
Cool, man.
I genuinely think that the Knicks will have the edge, though, just because, like, the experience factor. Because I think that Jalen Brunson's, how many playoffs has been so far? Like a couple of times.
I think it's his second or maybe it's third. I don't know.
One in Dallas,
it's third.
The thing is, Pistons, like, when was the last time Pistons actually been in that playoff spot? Like, it's been a while since.
2019.
Oh, yeah.
2019. What? 2019 was the last time we were in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been a while then.
Yeah, I saw that a couple days ago. Like the last time the way was 2019.
What?
I swear it was longer. That's crazy.
I would have got back to like Josh Smith, Monroe, Drummond, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like when the league was playing with 2 7-footers. That's how
I check it out real quick, but I think it was 2019. I read something not too long ago, innit?
I'm trying to think about. Was that Reggie Jackson and Drummond?
Yeah, Reggie. That's
yeah. I just checked it. Yeah, 2019 was the last time they were in the playoffs. They played the Bucks in the first round.
Damn.
Oh,
Jesus.
I thought
Reggie Jackson.
I swear, like,
Andre.
The last time I remember was it like 2004 or 5? Yeah.
Nasty pick and roll.
Yeah, bro.
So you got Fats. You got the Knicks in 6, yeah? You said
Knicks in 6.
All right, cool. All right, next one we'll go to obviously 4 versus 5. Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee Bucks.
Now we're starting to get into some, we're starting to get into some basketball a little bit. Okay, a little bit, little something here.
You know what?
There's not going to be, unless the team's getting blown out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'll be your 123 to 115 constantly.
Indiana basketball.
Like defense is optional in this playoff series, primarily because of the Pacers, and I think the Bucks will have the best player in the series with Giannis, and after that, I think Kyle Kuzma can shock some people because of matchups. And so I'll take the Bucks in 6 just because I trust them to defend more than I trust Indiana. And I think because of how last season went for Milwaukee against this team, they're going to play playing with a whole bunch of pride. Who's the 4 seed?
The 4 seed is
Milwaukee, I think.
But the Pacers are the 4 seed.
The Pacers are 4th, Bucks are 5th.
Yeah. Give me Milwaukee in 6, and I hear Dame might come back.
They did say
that's another wrinkle that can really help. I think I love Pascal because of how hard he plays, but I think when Pascal's your number one go-to guy, I think that's outside of his element.
Yep.
I think he's always like, if he's your number 2 go-to guy, that's perfect for him. We've seen him thrive in that position, but I can't consistently count on Halliburton. I think that's the biggest thing here. But he's the type of player, like if he goes crazy, the series flips on its head. So give me Milwaukee in 6, Bucks in 6, as the aforementioned Brandon Jennings once said before getting swept by Miami, LeBron, and so give me Bucks in 6.
All right, Bucks in 6. Alam, what are you saying about it? Pacers, Bucks.
I'm taking Bucks in 7, just purely on Giannis. I think obviously if Dame comes back, that helps quite a bit. But I don't think Giannis is trying to get beat by this team twice back-to-back playoffs. And I do think that like when the best player on the court by far decides to take over a series, that's a powerful thing. So exclusively on the strength of the fact that is a pissed off superstar, I'm taking Giannis. But I think the Pacers have enough firepower to push it to 7. But give me the Bucks in 7.
This is 7. Fats, what are you saying?
I'll go with Alam as well, Bucks in 7. I just think that Giannis will be the X factor in this, and if they make a miraculous recovery, like I expected them to advance that second round. But Bucks have the best player in the series by far, and he will do unspeakable things to the Pacers.
All right, first, that's what you saying.
What's funny about this is because there was a clip. There was a clip where I think the Detroit Pistons and the Bucks are playing against each other here, and obviously Cade, I think he went for the Cade got like a free throw or like a fault of Giannis, and then like Giannis is saying like, nigga, what you talking about? And then Cade Cunningham is like saying, I didn't know you had it in him. Like, they say the word nigga was like, yo, that was killing me, just completely random. But Giannis has been, since Dame went out, Giannis has been playing out of his mind, and I think he's going to continue.
Yeah.
I think he's going to continue this momentum going into the playoffs. I don't think Dame would return, even if the series goes to 7. I don't think Dame would return the first round, but maybe second round conference finals, maybe. But so I don't know. I've been pushing the narrative that they play better if one of them is not playing together. If they're not playing together, I think they're worse than when they play by themselves. I don't know why. It's weird. But I think I got the Bucks winning in this series though. I don't know, like the Pacers is a weird team because sometimes I see Halliburton having like a really good game, and then the next game he's dropping like 4 points and like 5 assists or some shit. So you said
you got the Bucks in.
just too hot and cold, and I think he's somebody who has to step up in order for the Pacers to win, which I don't see personally. Maybe if a Newhart, I think his name is, if he can step up for the Pacers, maybe they can bring it to their favor, but I don't see it personally. So Bucks in 7.
Bucks in 7. All right, cool. So you've all got the Bucks, all got the Knicks. all have the Cavs and all have the Celtics as well. But all right, before we continue into the rest of them, second round matchups there. We'll switch conferences. Big up to everyone in the chat though. Let me start there. Big up to everyone in the chat. I see you lot. Big up to
Yes,
a gal. Big up Giannis in the chat as well. Make sure you run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to Toronto Hoop Talk, which is a Lamb's channel. Link is in the title. Big up to a gal, man. Appreciate the gal. Big up, blessings, man. I hope you're all good. You lot, make sure you subscribe to a gal talks football as well. But yes, we'll go over to the West, which, hey, man, I'm genuinely looking forward to these matchups.
Hold on, Flawless.
Go on.
Before you start, I must say, I want to give a shout out, and I don't do this often. I want to give a shout out to the Dippers. I never thought I would see the day they actually did something useful for their existence, except for being a cheap NBA ticket if you're ever in the LA, Southern California area. But James Harden, for all them years of them Warriors belt to ass in your team, you picked a fine day to show up, my boy. Oh, and to the self-proclaimed defensive player of the year. Let me pass that. Smoke that. Game time layup.
He didn't have it in him. He thought he was Shea.
Go ahead and pass that. Smokey Jr. Smokey Jr. You don't even get the big time Smokey. You Smokey Jr. You absolute scrub. I love to see it.
Damn.
If you haven't watched that game, people, go watch the highlights. I swear to God, there's a highlight page.
Oh, it was a good game.
It was a good game. Put the smoke layup to tie the game into their compilation. They're doing it a disservice. So continue. I just had to get that out of my system because I was watching that game.
That nigga Steve Kerr threw up and played for Buddy Hield to tie the game.
We gonna talk about Steve Kerr too. No Jonathan Kuminga, and you have James Harden and Kawhi Leonard out there, and instead you go for 6'3" on a good day. Gary Payton III.
But he's a criminal. He's a criminal.
All I know is I heard people in the Bay call him Sleepy Steve Kerr, and I think that's hilarious.
Whoa!
It's that indica. That indica. The indica had my boy slumping.
Damn.
Oh, so the gods, the NBA haven't told us Stephen Curry isn't bailing you asshole this playoffs again. It's not playing you out.
Shout out Steph.
No, he was going off.
He was going crazy. Let me tell you something, people. That's literally the only reason I didn't want to see them in the first round is Wardell. I don't give a fuck about none of them other dudes. Wardell in the fourth in overtime. Crazy.
Oh, I have nightmares from this guy, man. So
crazy, bro.
Man. All right, but yeah, Jez, you know what? We'll go to you, man, with these matchups. So Warriors, as we mentioned, so Warriors, Grizzlies, and then Kings, Mavs, 7-8. So Golden State Warriors, Memphis Grizzlies, Sacramento Kings, Dallas Mavericks, and that's the 9 and 10 game. So winners of both those, Jez.
I saw Jimmy went down. So I don't know how serious that was, but let's say in the scenario that Jimmy does play the next game, I do think the Warriors beat Memphis. And then, you know what? I'll go with the Kings beating the Mavs, man. Just because, bro, I want that barbecue chicken, baby. I want the Kings in the first round.
All right, so you got the what? So you got the Warriors. So wait.
140 a night for OKC.
Bro, hey, guys, subscribe to my boy Cheek TV on YouTube, man. Content creator for Bay United, bro. But I want the ass, that ass beating that we would give the Kings. Oh my days, we turned them into the princes, not the Kings no more, bro.
Sarcasm City Courtside commentary audio experience.
Bro, yeah. This is what I'm saying. So yeah.
So Jez, you say you got the Warriors over the Grizzlies, and then you got the Kings over the Mavs, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So then you would have the Grizzlies playing the Kings. Who you got?
the Grizzlies playing the Mavs. I got the Grizzlies in that one.
You got the Grizzlies in that one. All right, cool. No stress. Alam go to you. The same two matchups, man, in the West.
Okay. I actually don't know how I feel about Kings Mavericks. Like I don't think either of those teams is making the playoffs. So I kind of just have no thought invested in that. I'm going with the Mavericks purely because I want more Nico Harrison like discourse. I want his season to go as long as it can possibly go because sensational stuff. So let's go Mavericks to extend the season by 1 game. And then on the other side, whatever the loser is of the 7-8, they beat the Mavericks.
All right,
but
so
as
you
far
got
as
Warriors
that 7-8
Grizzlies.
matchup goes, I think that like Ja's C4 celebration has a lot of positive like energy around it. I really think that there's a lot of good stuff going on in Memphis. And I just think that when you respond to everything he's going through with such a brilliant thing, that's the perfect response. I just feel like that positive momentum is supposed to carry you. So I got Memphis getting the 7 seed, Warriors getting the 8 seed. But yeah, C4 is all playoffs. I think he needs to cup the ears with holding up 3 fingers. I think that'd be the best.
Yo,
That's right. Hey, everybody had your treatments.
Did you hear his explanation, by the way? Because like, you guys remember when Young Thug was coming up with the explanations for slime and slat and all that?
Yeah.
Like
stuff is strictly only brothers type shit.
Exactly. Ja did the same thing. He said, "I'm throwing away all the hate about me, and then I'm covering my ears to block out the noise." I said, "This guy's brilliant, and this is how you win playing games."
Beautiful. Beautiful.
First, so you got the Grizzlies and then the Warriors there. Fats, what you saying, man? With 7, 8, 9, 10, who you got in these two matchups in the plains in the West?
I got Memphis in the 7 seed.
Okay, so you got the Grizzlies too. First,
I got Memphis in the 7 seed. I got Warriors beat the Dallas in the 8. So
you got Warriors. Cool. No stress. Eddie, what you telling me? I know obviously you still have to about that Clippers Warriors game that went down tonight.
Oh yeah, I think I forgot to speak on someone else. Let me.
Yours, man.
Harrison Barnes. Thank you. We're not here without you, Harrison Barnes. That dagger 3. That dagger 3, guys, in this moment that we are in right now, where I can smile and talk about the poverty-stricken Warriors being the 7th seed. That's where the jokes stop. Okay, I think the Grizzlies, brother. When you look at that coach, right? And shout out to him. He's actually he was a EuroLeague like assistant, top level assistant, I think.
Yeah.
And he just got thrown into the fire. And I'll tell that brother, listen, you're gonna be back in the EuroLeague, my boy. Somebody will hire you. So enjoy this moment. Enjoy the extra games. I do think, however, they're good enough to beat whoever comes out of that Kings Dallas matchup. That's the WGF. Who gives a fuck? That's what that is right there. Sorry, people. Nope. Like who gives a fuck? Whoever shows up, they got to show up because they're contractually obligated to show up to play. So who gives a fuck? It'll be Golden State and the Grizzlies as the 7, 8 seed. I have the Warriors as the 7 seed. I have the Grizzlies as the 8.
Okay, so you've got it. So you've all got the same, but obviously 2 is flipped. You have the Warriors and the Grizzlies as the Jets, and then the Lamb and Fats both have the Grizzlies and the Warriors as well. So yeah, obviously OKC, you know what I'm saying? They topped it. Jez's team. Jez has been on a hype all season long as well. So yeah, man, Jez, we'll start with you. So according to you, Jez, you would play the Grizzlies, man. What are you saying? OKC, your OKC versus Memphis. Talk to us. I don't know if he's there. Yo, Jez.
I think he's on mute.
I think he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he just dropped off. He'll be back. He'll be back shortly. Yo, Eddie, we'll go to you, man. OKC versus the Grizzlies.
Give me OKC in 6.
Okay.
Well, shit. No, I just talked all that shit about the coach. OKC in 5. OKC in 5. I think. Don't get me wrong. OKC is a good team. OKC is a good team. The problem I always have with OKC is this. You have one certified killer, right? And in this matchup, that's all you're going to need. There won't be a game where Shea can't get anything he wants on this court in this matchup. Nobody on that team can guard. Nobody in OKC's team can guard him or make him work because they're not going to have him guarding Ja. And even if he does guard Ja, Shea has shown he's a top-level defender this season. So it won't be anything new to him. I just think, Ja will have one of those games. Maybe even the Jaren Jackson Jr. will have one of those games. They play out of their mind. It's like they don't want to get swept, so it turns into a gentleman's sweep. So give me OKC in 5 games.
Yeah, OKC in 5. All
Yo,
right, first.
I'm back.
Good.
Yeah,
Your
I'm back.
OKC versus you would have OKC versus Grizzlies. I was saying how much you've been waxing lyrical and enjoying the NBA regular season with your OKC topping the conference. So yeah, OKC versus Grizzlies. What are you saying?
Nah, what's it called now? I suppose that I actually can enjoy my team actually, but no, I agree. I'll say OKC in 5. If it would have been the Knicks, OKC in 4. But Grizzlies,
hell yeah.
I agree with Eddie. Like the Grizzlies can definitely have a game where like I don't necessarily think Ja is the guy who goes necessarily off, but it would be one of the other guys, one of the bigs maybe who maybe goes off, like a Jaren Jackson Jr. But and also big issue, also which we can talk about later down the other rounds, is how OKC has like tendencies, and when those tendencies comes up, this is where we like play against ourselves, and then teams take advantage of it. So I say OKC in 5 on that one.
Oh, you got OKC in 5. All right, Alam, what are you saying? Because you would have OKC facing the Grizzlies. Sorry,
I would have had them
the
against
Warriors.
the Warriors.
Warriors, my bad. The Warriors. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I think my thoughts about OKC in terms of like winning a finals are different than playing a first round series. All the criticisms about where they might fall short when it comes to being too young, not having an established number 2. Not going to really hold that against them too much in round 1. They're going against a Warriors team that I think is like still very early in learning who they are, just because they're throwing together a team with Jimmy Butler being such a big part of their team and being so new to the team. When it comes to playoff ball, like one of the big changes is that you can really lock in and game plan for the other team and really focus on things, as opposed to the regular season when you're team to team, you really more so focus on yourself. So when it comes to focusing on the Warriors, and I say the same thing about the Warriors and the Lakers, is that with them being new teams, there's actually not that much to go off of to scout them and to really lock in. You're basing everything off about 15 games. So those two teams have a bit of an edge in terms of the fact that they're kind of wild cards. So for that reason, I will give the Warriors a couple wins. But yeah, I don't think that they do much more damage against the Thunder. So I got OKC in 6.
OKC in 6. What are you saying? Say matchup to you, Fats.
I've got your OKC in 5. I think what they did this season is phenomenal, regular season especially, and I generally like if there's one game that probably Memphis would win, it would be probably at home. So yeah, OKC will go through in 5.
OKC in 5. Okay, then obviously you might got different matchups, so everyone got OKC making it through to the next round. Staying with you, Fats, the Rockets, according to you, would take on the Warriors. What are you saying, Fats? Rockets, Warriors.
You know what? This could be tricky, but I've got Warriors.
The Rockets are dealing with them. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I got Warriors in 7.
You got Warriors in 7, Fats.
Yeah.
Okay. How come you got the Warriors in 7?
I genuinely think that in the playoffs, even though Rockets got some decent players in that team, but I think eventually what would be the outcome from this game is that the Steph factor, and also Jimmy Butler. I just think the Rockets don't have enough firepower when it comes to the playoff spot. When it comes to the playoffs mode, dealing against one of the toughest teams out there in the West.
No, that's fair enough. And over to you, Alam, because you got the same matchup as well.
This is Rockets and Grizzlies.
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, I got this confused.
Yeah, no, I'd have Rockets. Yeah. So okay,
yeah.
Just to put that
you
out,
Rockets,
like
Grizzlies, yes.
If it was Rockets Warriors, which I don't have, kind of just feel like going Warriors in 7. I don't. Something about Houston doesn't sit right with me. But yeah, in terms of Houston against Memphis, I think Houston would get it in a longer series. Give me Rockets in 7, and I think the big thing there is the coaching mismatch. You got Udoka against literally an interim that just got the job a couple weeks ago, somebody with minimal NBA experience. So yeah, give me the Rockets over Grizzlies purely off coaching, and then Rockets get sent to God in round 2. So just want to put that out there, like before everyone's getting the chats like, "Oh, Houston's not that good." No, I know, right? But this is a round 1 matchup against Memphis without a coach. So Rockets and get put that out there. Blast.
My bad facts. Yeah, yours is Rockets Grizzlies facts. My bad. My apologies. What's your matchup for that?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
It's all good. That's on me, not you. Go
on. Kind of tricky, because I just think that if Rockets does go through, like it would be playing somewhere like, let's say, if Fred VanVleet had his games of his life. And I don't watch the Rockets that much, and only I'll go Grizzlies in 7.
No, Grizzlies in 7. All right, that's fair enough. Grizzlies in 7. Cool. Yeah, now I got this right. Yeah, Eddie, you have the Rockets versus the Warriors. What are you saying?
Yeah, give me Dubs in 6, man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When your primary bucket getter is Jalen Green, who I have a lot of promise in, but just is not there yet and has not shown a level of consistency that you need in the playoffs. And then your next option is Fred VanVleet. And then after that, you got Hoochie Short wearing Dylan Brooks. We not believing in nothing you talking about, man. I'm sorry.
Even then,
who wears short shorts? Dylan Brooks wears short shorts, people. This is who we're dealing with. Shout out my dog Sheik. Hey, let's collectively prayer hands in the chat for Sheik, man. He's a United fan like us, but he's also a Sacramento Kings fan. He's been through it this season. The best thing you can do for my brother Sheik is go sub to Sheik TV.
Oh, bro.
Go sub to Sheik TV, people.
Go
give my brother all the positivity he needs.
It's safe this season.
Moment of darkness.
Save the season.
But yeah, give me Dubs in 6. Steph Curry gonna be doing his goddamn Thug Thizzle. Draymond's gonna elbow somebody.
Dylan Brooks.
Jimmy Butler's gonna get buckets, and that'll be enough. And I just don't think, Houston is constructed as what I'm saying. Prayer hands for Brother Sheik, man. Everybody, bow your heads. Just pray for Brother Sheik for the one time, man. For the one time. My dog, my brother in arms. Love you, dog. But yeah, it's over with. It's over with for the Houston Rockets.
Damn.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Dubs in 6, man.
1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Yes, hey, we need the whiteboard back, and it's from you facts and everything. Those that know, remember them Twitch streams and that. Just same matchup. Just obviously you got the Rockets.
It's funny because I had the Rockets as overachievers this season, but I think they're like a fake second seed, to be honest. Because I watched some of the games and I'm like, they're a good young team. They're a good young team, and if you look at from potential and who they potentially could trade away if they want to make a good move. But when I see the flaws are there. I know Van Fleet helped Alam get a chip, but me personally, I don't rate him like that. To be honest, man, I got a ick versus like small guards. I just have it. And Jalen Green, that he's part of the YN association right there. YN
We
association.
already know his decision making is pretty terrible.
I was
As
saying,
if
like,
you know.
I know, bro. I know. So it's like I can't trust that. Like, big up to is that the Houston one is Ahmad Thompson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like now, so
Amen,
shout out to him.
Thompson.
Yeah, because he's cooking, but this is gonna be his first playoffs. Team is too young, so now I got the Warriors and it's 6 though. I got Warriors in 6.
Warriors 6. All right, fair enough. Eddie, we'll go to you, man. Your beloved LA Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Talk to us.
Child support, civil court, badminton court.
Treatments.
You saying Lakers in 5, yeah? Lakers in 5.
Nah. On a serious note,
Good.
this is the perfect matchup for us. It's not. They're not slouches, and I don't think the Lakers will take them as slouches. But when you look at the one person we have to guard is Ant, then who's the next one? Julius Randle, who historically has not had great playoff series. Tell him again, Sheik. Minnesota, orange soda, grape soda.
Yo, these are brilliant.
And
You know, I
we're
can't
talking
lie,
about
yo. I love
Luka.
these. They're great.
Luka got the battery in his back.
Yeah.
Luka got the battery in his back.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Dallas for that last game. He said, "Oh, they really love me. They really love me. I'm really loved out here. I didn't know it. I couldn't tell because I got traded, but they really love me." He's been cooking ever since that game. He sees Rudy Gobert. Let me be clear. That's a French pastry out there. That's a French pastry out there, boy.
Hey.
Hey, remember the one
where
game?
we at.
Remember the one game
say,
when
Rudy,
he cooked them?
come guard. Rudy, come guard us out here, bro. Come guard us. Come here, Rudy. Come here.
Oh,
Come here.
he's gonna start talking to him in French for au revoir and all that bullshit.
Oh my lord.
He's all you gonna hear. That's the net. That's the That's the net.
Right. Remember the last playoffs. Remember the last playoffs.
That's it.
Remember
So give me my Lake Show in 5, man. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling.
So you got Lakers in 5, yeah? Is that what you saying?
Lakers in 5, man.
Lakers in 5.
Before you go, remember the last playoffs when the T-Wolves played the Mavs and Luka literally took the soul out of Gobert when he cooked them in that 1v1. Oh my goodness gracious!
Made him a meme.
Oh, and he was already a meme for getting his ankle broken. Luka just made it worse. Oh my days.
We'll go to, you know what I'm saying, the fellow, well, another Laker on the panel. Facts, over to you, man. LA Lakers, Minnesota Timberwolves. What are you saying?
You know what? I think us should be comfortable with this, though. I'm confident. I've got no quarrels for the Timberwolves, but yeah, it's gonna take a lot for them to stop the Doncic and LeBron. Lakers in 4.
Lakers in 4. Sweep, yeah?
Love it.
Lakers in 4.
No,
I love it.
Fatou really wants to make sure that Ant is gonna pay the child support quickly. Jesus.
He got court cases to get to. We're not finna waste his time.
If I said in 4, you know, they ain't even getting a game.
Bro, no same for I'm just going out
in Minnesota twice.
Send them respectfully. Send them to Cancun early, man.
I'm writing all this down, people. That's why you see me keep looking to my right. I am penning all this down and trying. He said
he has no problems with the T-Wolves and said Lakers in 4. What do you mean you don't have no problems?
I said no
Okay.
problem. Well,
Victim of the
man.
circumstances, yes. That's all. Victim of circumstances.
We need a like you say, orange shoulder, this. We need orange. What was it? Minnesota, orange shoulder, grape shoulder, Lakers.
Lakers.
That's what Fats is saying, man. I love that. I don't even care who wins. That shit just sounds funny, man. Them, just simple rhyming words is hilarious, man. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. I love what you saying, family, man. With this Lakers Minnesota Timberwolves matchup.
The problem with the Lakers and 5 things is that like there's so many Lakers fans online, just the sheer volume of them, it's hard to be original. My favorite one that I found though is that like Ant-Man, Batman, Frosty the Snowman, Lakers and 5. So that's what we're rocking with. Definitely Lakers and 5. Gobert's gonna have those Vietnam flashbacks of the switch last year with Luka, so that's gonna be bad. Yep, it's gonna be rough for him. Bro, they have 3 players that can attack wherever he is, whatever he's doing. Like we've seen Gobert be unplayable in playoff series before. It's gonna happen again. So yeah, this is not gonna be good. Lakers in 5, like 1,000,000% of the time.
Lakers in 5. Jazz, what you saying, man? Lakers T-Wolves.
Oh, Lakers T-Wolves. No, I got the Lakers winning. Like, I can't lie. I wanted the Clippers. I wanted the Clippers win so bad because I fuck the Warriors. But if we would have seen a Golden State, Lakers first round, just to tell you these lot out, it would have helped. But hey, man, but the Lakers gonna deal with them. Lakers gonna deal with them.
How many?
What's it called? In 5, Ant is gonna go to his. You gotta make sure he gets to the court dates on the right date. Gotta make sure, man. Gotta make sure.
Absolutely, that is crazy. All right, so you've all got the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Some 3 you in 5. Fats is saying in 4, so he confident. Just staying with you. Nuggets versus the Clippers. 4 versus 5. Denver Nuggets. LA Clippers. What we saying, Jez? What we saying?
See, this is kind of weird because these man they just fired Carl Malone, man. Obviously, things was. I don't think. Obviously, players hadn't. Obviously, I think this was most of the younger players of the team had an issue with. I don't think the veterans had an issue with Carl Malone. So,
Mike Malone.
Mike Malone. Sorry, my
bad. You cannot be confusing people with that nasty man, bro. That's such a
let's not do that.
Malone.
Let's not do that.
What's it? My bad. But shit. And the Clippers, I actually don't know because like they're since Kawhi came back, I can't lie, like they've been looking decent. I don't know if I trust them against the Nuggets, but since the coach got fired, I think it will be a longer series. So I got Nuggets in 6.
We got the Nuggets in 6.
Yeah, like unless the Nuggets gonna be some bullshit where Westbrook is closing out the games or some shit like in the last couple of weeks. So Nuggets in 6, man.
Nuggets in 6. All right, cool. Well, I'm going back to you. Nuggets Clippers.
So I think the Clippers are capable of getting 1 game without Kawhi. So really the issue is that how much do they have Kawhi? I think a fully healthy Clippers team, man, I think again, I talked about the coaching mismatch with the Rockets and the Grizzlies for me. Like Ty Lue against a random guy. Actually, well, he was somebody's son, right?
Adelman's son, yeah.
Adelman's son, right? Okay, so we got Ty Lue against a Nepo baby. This is looking rough from a coaching standpoint. So if the Clippers are healthy, I actually got the Clippers in 7. I think it's kind of so. I remember when James Harden said that we're gonna play James Harden ball. I'm the system. I remember laughing at that very aggressively. It ended up being the case. I can't believe it. Bro, he just did it and it's good and it works. I actually did not see this coming. Yeah, I like the Clippers. Again, they can only get 1 game without Kawhi. So they need Kawhi for the other 3. And if he's healthy, I think they'll do it.
So Kawhi dependent. All right, Buzz. Eddie, we'll go to you, man. You know what I'm saying? The Nuggets.
This is actually gonna be the best series on the Western Conference side, I'm convinced. And I hate saying it because again, it's fuck the dips, but they're mirror images of each other as teams when you think about it. Except okay, Jokic as an offensive hub is better than James Harden, but James Harden isn't no slouch. And again, if people watch that game that just went off, and you watch how James Harden was cooking them folks, that was Houston James Harden, people. Kawhi wasn't the closer in that game. The closer was James Harden. He had 2 back-to-back huge threes, was getting by his defender with ease. He's really impressed me with that performance. But on the opposite end, I just think Denver's others are way better than what the Dips have. I think the only other you really worry about when it comes to the Dips is Zubac, and Zubac can't guard no Jokic, right?
No, he can't. No, he can't.
Zubac can barely guard his shadow. Shit, he can barely guard on 2K. So you got all that going against Zubac.
He's having a career. You having a career. You don't know.
Offensively, and I think honestly, a large part of that is because of James. A very big part of that is because of James. It's a bit of James. It's a bit of him understanding his role in this team. And so I'm just looking at it. Give me Nuggets in 7.
Okay.
Because I think it's just off of a team talent aspect. To Alam's point, Ty Lue wakes up. He's a top 3 coach in this league. So they have an advantage there. But again, when you watch that bench production, that's what makes it so impressive for me what James and Kawhi did. I watched Ben Simmons go out there and play a game that's not basketball. Ben Simmons was not playing basketball tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's their backup 5. Bogdanovich, one of the Vitches, I don't know which Vitch he is, but he's one of them. He could not guard nobody either. Norman Powell, this is what Norman Powell does towards the back end when you have to rely on him as a starter or a heavy minute contributor. It gets tough sometimes for him. And so I just have more faith in the Nuggets as a collective. I think their starting 5 to their bench is a lot more balanced than what the Dips got going on, but I can't count out the Dips. So I'll go Nuggets in 7. They'll make it a competitive series.
You got Nuggets in 7.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair enough. Hey, before we continue, you lot run up the damn likes, man. What we doing here, man? Run up the likes. Here's everyone for the kind words in the chat. Glad you lot are enjoying the content. Again, make sure you subscribe to Alam's channel, Toronto Hoop Talks. The link is in the chat, people. The link is in the chat. So make sure you do so. Make sure you do that as well. And we'll switch back. I think we've done. That's the first round. So we'll switch back to the East, people. We'll switch back to the East. Let's get to the semi-finals over in the Eastern Conference.
Line, man. I'm gonna go out there. By the way, I'll text you.
Hey, no stress, man. Yeah. Just message me on your predictions. Hey, Fats, all good, man. No stress, man. Blessing,
all right,
every single time, man. Blessing, shout out to Fats each and every time. Big up to Fats as well. So I'm just looking here with the East as well. Eddie, we'll go back to you. So your one of your semi-final matchups. Actually, you lot all got the same semi-final matchups. The Cavs versus the Bucks. That's correct. Just double check that. I think that's the way it is anyway.
One sec.
Yeah. That could be wrong.
This graphic doesn't show it properly. One sec.
Yeah, because it's one. Yeah, because the winner of 1 versus 8 plays the 4 or 5, isn't it? So yeah.
So it would be Cavs. It would be Cavs versus Bucks then.
Yeah, I got it right. I was just making sure. So yeah, Cavs Bucks. Eddie, what are you saying, man? It was one of the semi-final matchups.
Talking to me or
Nah, to Eddie.
Okay, cool.
This is a tough one.
This is where we're gonna find out what the Cavs are about, man.
Facts. Give me Cavs in 6. I'll go Cavs in 6.
Okay.
I think overall, team-wise, collectively, they'll do enough to get by. I think what also is going in their favor is
That's Speedo.
the further. Oh, hold on.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
He said, "Cut the Eastern Conference talk immediately."
Let me get back on track. I saw my dog. I lost my train of thought for a second. I wanted to say something. I'm keeping professional. Fuck. Yeah, give me Cavs in 6. I think the further you remove Doc Rivers from the first round, the more prone he is to fuck up. And I think along these lines, along this series, he'll fuck up in some sort of way, and the Cavs will get him out of there. So give me Cavs in 6.
Cavs in 6. All right, and then Celtics, Knicks.
Celtics in 5. Excuse me.
Celtics in 5. All right, cool. No problem whatsoever. Big up Peter in the cause. Well, Peter, you all blessed, yeah?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
As good as he could be.
Blessings,
man. NBA's over. Orioles are trash.
Is that what it is? Right. I was wondering what he was talking about.
I'm not sad that the NBA is over for my team, to be honest. Watching Clippers Warriors today was fantastic.
What was it?
That was hoops, man. Like,
that was actually like, damn, I'm so glad
I know you had to waste like 2.5 hours talking about United, but that was good hoops right there, Flo. I'm telling you.
It was good.
Unfortunately, man. I gotta do my due diligence.
James Harden, 10 straight points in overtime. I was there.
Snapping.
Fast. I hear that. Alam, what you saying, man? Cavaliers, Bucks.
I think I have the same things. I got Cavs in 6. And what was it? Yeah, Boston in 5. I think Thibodeau and the Knicks, that definitely ends pretty quickly in the second round. And then real quick, because I do have to leave. In the West, fuck it, man. Let's go Lakers and Clippers. And then let's go Boston over Lakers in the finals. And that's how I leave the stream.
I'll message you to get that. Don't worry.
Wait. Who's in the second round in the Western Conference now?
This is what I'm here trying to figure it out, yo. This is mad confusing.
I think most of us. So it was Thunder against Thunder Clippers for me. Is that what it was?
For me,
I'll tell you now. Yeah. So for you, it was. Wait. Hold on.
Because it's Lakers Rockets in the second round on one of the.
I'll figure this out.
Because the Thunder would play between the Nuggets or the Clippers.
Yeah,
I think you had the Clippers winning.
Yeah, because you had the Rockets. Yeah, so you have Lakers Rockets.
So yeah, Lakers there. Then Clippers over OKC is the upset. But yeah, I'll message you the rest of the predictions.
Yeah. Message me
with this.
No stress, man.
Big ups to everybody in here. Good to see you, Peter. I'll be in the chat and let the chaos commence.
Blessings, man. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Alam's channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you do that. What are you saying, Jez, man? Cavs, Bucks, Celtics, Knicks.
I literally just said it, man. This is where we're gonna find out what the Cavs are really about, man. Are they real or are they fake, man? But I do have the Cavs winning this one in 6, though. I do have the Cavs winning in 6.
Cool. And then what you saying, Celtics, Knicks?
Oh, well, Celtics in 4. Fuck the Knicks, man. But the Knicks, it's such a like every time when they have to come up against a good team, they just can't get it together. They just can't.
So what we
they getting swept up. They getting swept like the rats, man.
4. You said Celtics in 4?
Yeah, I think Celtics in 4, man.
Okay. Nah, fair enough. And yes, you lot, not only make sure you subscribe to Toronto Hoop Talk, which is Alam's NBA channel, make sure you subscribe to his NFL channel as well, in Motion Football. Make sure you do both of those things. Peter, will go to you. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know if you thought about this, but hey, we're here, man. I have no idea. We'll stay in the East and get your thoughts and predictions and everything else like that. So obviously the play-ins, Magic, Hawks, Bulls, Heat. What are you saying? Winner of those
Magic
two
are the
matchups.
7th seed, and the Hawks are the 8th seed.
Yes.
Yes.
Who you got in that matchup?
No. I think Magic win, and then the Hawks lose, and then they win on Friday.
So you got those two. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No stress. That was pretty much what. Yeah, that's what everyone else had. Actually, nah, Jazz had that, but Alam and Eddie had different. So you got Magic. So you reckon it stays 7 and 8. All right, then cool. No problem whatsoever. So you have the Cavs versus the Hawks. What are you telling us?
Cavs win in like 5 games.
Cavs in 5. Cool. Cavs in 5. No stress. And then the Celtics versus the Magic.
Celtics win in 5 games.
Go. Celtics in 5.
Yeah,
Fair
we
enough.
all pretty much had the same.
Yeah, we all pretty much had that. And then Knicks Pistons.
Pistons in 7.
Pistons in 7.
Here we go. Real hoops.
What makes you say? What you makes you say? Pistons in 7.
Because they play like they have silver teeth, and I like that.
This guy's an
I like
idiot.
that. And let's be honest, guys. Neither of these teams are beating Boston in round 2, but Isaiah Stewart against the Celtics is hilarious, and I would rather have that.
All right, Fez. No stress. No stress. And then Pacers Bucks.
Pacers in 6.
Pacers in 6. All right.
Damn. Guy's got a cat. White feet. That's crazy.
Shout out the cat. Oh, that was the cat that was being a menace on the watch along, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Pistons in 7.
What was that? What you say?
So that would give me Pacers and Cavs, right?
You know better than me, so we're room with you.
Yeah.
Go on. Pacers, Cavs. Go on.
Cavs in 5.
Pacers, Cavs.
I really like the beef the Pacers have with the Bucks. It's great TV.
All right, so Pacers, Cavs. You got Cavs in 5, yeah.
Yes.
And then your other matchup.
Celtics in 5 over the Pistons.
All right, so Celtics, Pistons.
Damn, he's a nail clipper, dog.
Cool. Celtics over 5. I mean, Celtics in 5.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think you're pretty much caught up, to be honest with you. Oh yeah. Obviously, shit. Yeah, the West. You gotta do your side on the West. You gotta do your side in the West.
Warriors for the Grizzlies on Tuesday, right?
Yes, so it's Warriors, Grizzlies, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Memphis beats them.
So you got Memphis. All right, cool.
Then the Warriors are the 8th seed. Because I don't think Jimmy Butler's knee is healthy at all. I saw him and Kawhi go knee to knee in overtime. And
that was nasty.
Barely be able to run. So I don't actually think he's good. Obviously, I have no information because this game just ended 2 hours ago. But that's just a gut feeling that I have.
Cool. So you got Grizzlies as the 7th seed and Warriors as the 8th seed?
Yes.
All right, cool. No problem whatsoever. All right, so you've got Thunder versus the Warriors. What are you saying?
Thunder in 6 games.
Cool. And then you'll have the Rockets versus the Rockets versus the Grizzlies.
I'll go Houston in 7. I don't know. The interim coach Grizzlies, the run ends there.
Cool. No stress. Lakers, T-Wolves.
Lakers in 7.
All right. 7. And then Nuggets, Clippers.
Clippers in 6.
6. Clippers. All right, cool. Yeah, today because that's pretty much the semifinals, which I was writing down already as it was. Let me make sure I got this right because this shit is so. Eddie, one of your semifinal matchups is OKC versus the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
What's up?
This guy had Clippers out round 1. I respect that.
You already know. It was a tough call.
This guy said
the
It
team-
was
yeah,
balanced.
coach is gonna
It was
did-
balanced.
He did say, you know what? He did say him in 7 though. You have the Nuggets in 7. He gave the Clippers 3 games, which is 3 more games than I thought he was gonna give them. To be
I
honest,
just thought like Peter watching that Dippers bench was nasty work.
That's true.
Watching-
So, like the Nuggets don't really have a coach.
That was the equalizer for me. I said that Nuggets starting lineup will still know exactly what they need to do, but when it comes down to having a coach help you get through it, I don't think it'll hurt them this round.
I guess, man. The Clippers are tryhards. I think they'll win.
It's Ty Lue. It's Ty Lue as well, you know.
Yeah.
It's Ty Lue as well. So it's like one of those things where I just had to say, you know what, you got Jokic. I believe in Aaron Gordon than any other role player they got on the Dips. So that's where it kind of leveled out for me, where I was like, you know what? Okay, we're gonna go Nuggets in 7. So in this one though,
Nuggets in 7, yeah.
No, for the last series. For this series,
Oh right, over this series, yeah, go on.
I think OKC gets over the hump.
Mm.
I think it's OKC in 6.
OKC in 6.
Yeah, they're just a pretty good ball club altogether. They're not I don't think they're like they have that upper room they can go to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just collectively as a team, they always play the right way. And so, like Peter said, with no coach, I think this is where it starts to catch up with them. And so I'll go OKC in 6 on this one.
Okay, in 6. And then your other semifinal matchup is Lakers Warriors.
Yeah, that's going 6 as well.
That shit gonna be foul.
Yeah, I just think from what I saw this go round, easier said than done, but you just got to try your hardest to cut off Steph's water. Because with him, Jimmy is at this point where he's very easy to guard from what I've seen from him. He doesn't have the same level of energy and pop that he had in Miami, in my opinion. And so I think he still has some rust from that whole Miami experience. So I think we kind of hit a stride, but again, it's still Chef. So Chef is good for at least 2 games. And so I'll go LA in 6 on that one.
All right, cool. You got LA in 6. Cool. Jazz, you there? I don't even know if Jazz.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back.
You got the same 2 matchups. So your OKC versus the Nuggets.
Boy, man. I was literally saying the coach situation in the first round. I think this will impact them in this matchup. And man, we gotta get to the conference finals. Like, obviously, when we get to the conference finals conversations, obviously, I gotta give my opinion. But the minimum we gotta do is get into the conference finals first in my eyes. So I think I'm confident enough that we can beat the Nuggets with their situation currently.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say Nuggets. I'll say OKC in 6. They definitely can beat us. They can definitely take 2 games off us.
OKC in 6, cool. And then you got Lakers Warriors as well. Is your other semifinal matchup.
Lakers Warriors. Oh man, it's scary. It gets scary around them areas, man, when Steph goes crazy. But I do think the Lakers can handle them. I do think that. I say Lakers in 6 too.
Okay, cool. Lakers in 6. Over to you, Peter. On your semifinal matchups, you got OKC but versus the Clippers.
Thunder in 7.
Okay. How come? Why did you say? What makes you say that? What do you think the difference maker is going to be?
Clippers try really hard, but
Mhm.
I don't think the Clippers like ISO basketball way is going to hold up for 4 weeks.
Mhm.
It's awesome to watch on just random Sundays because it's like, damn, tough buckets. I respect it.
Mhm.
But like, the Thunder are one of the best defensive teams in the league, man. Like, I'll put it this way: if the Thunder get beaten by that style of basketball by Harden and Kawhi and like the stages of the careers they're in, they should be really, really disappointed.
Hmm.
Like, I think
Okay.
this is the first time they legitimately have pressure on them going into the playoffs.
Got you.
But I do think they'll win. I think it'll be close, but I think they'll win.
And then you've got Lakers Rockets as your other semifinal.
Lakers win because I'm not picking the Rockets to win 2 playoff series.
Why
And
you
there's
just
probably a
go-
Houston fan watching, so you know, and you might be right. But I'm
Wow.
just not going to do that. Like, that doesn't even sound right.
Oh,
Also, Thunder
Jalen
Rockets
Green, you know.
super nasty work. Like, if we're trying to make the NBA popular again, like, we can't do that. So Lakers win just because I don't want to watch Dylan Brooks try to guard SGA for 2 weeks. I'm good.
Okay,
Oh,
so
man, I don't know.
Lakers in what? Lakers in what?
It doesn't matter. Lakers in 5. Whatever.
I thought he was gonna go to sweep, man. You know what I'm saying.
Nah, it's like that's LeBron's also kind of old, and like there'll be a game where Luka misses like 8 threes to start the game, so they'll just lose.
Oh, or they're not hitting the free throws.
That's-
Oh.
Fair enough, man. Man, just disrespecting the Rockets, but hey,
Yeah,
Nah,
fuck
but he's right. He's right, bro. Like,
I'm going down with the ship. Fuck him.
You gotta
bro,
watch it.
if
You
you
gotta
if you
watch
if you
it,
watch
fellas. You just gotta watch it.
if you watch the OKC Rockets games this season, there's been nothing but just straight defense. You would think you would think most of these guys should be in the NFL the way we played those series.
Bro, I'm just
Oh.
saying that. I'm not doing it.
Oh,
No, thank
I was just saying, like, what we got Lou Dort versus Dylan Brooks out there.
Jesus. That joint stinks through the phone. That stinks through the phone, man.
I'm gonna say lie and say you're gonna watch that. Nah.
Well, I've watched all these Rockets Thunder games, and these Rockets guys, and the funny thing is, like Rockets Thunder is like not a rivalry, but like
Now
a
that I
little
think about it, I almost want to change my entire prediction to get the Rockets out of here earlier.
if you
Yeah,
want,
we got them out of here in the first round. We got them because they're playing
Because I
Warriors.
have Rockets Memphis because I think Jimmy's knee's fucked up. But I'm down to Uno reverse and just say Warriors win and get 7th, and then beat the Rockets so we get Warriors Lakers.
That
Let's leave it. Let's
at
leave
the
it.
bare minimum,
you want to change it
that's
to
a
Warriors
heavy
Lakers.
thigh bruise, dog.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, cool.
That's a heavy thigh bruise.
I won't watch Rockets games. I'm on strike.
All right.
I hear you.
Oh, that's me. That's
Fair
me.
enough, yo.
Because,
Fair
bruh,
enough.
taking a knee from Kawhi when you know that shit's bionic and like 50% metal.
Bro, he was barely able to put any pressure on the left leg in the last minute of
Crazy.
overtime.
Yeah.
Well, they're kind
And they play Tuesday.
Yep.
Damn.
It's tough right now.
understand.
For him.
Damn. All right, we closing in on the conference finals, and then obviously we'll get to the finals, people. But before we do, again, run up the likes, man. Run up the likes. There's still over 230 of you lot in here. I don't even know how many likes we're on. Only at 66, man. Like check 1 2 1 2. Like check 1 2 1 2. Let's get us up to 100 likes, people. Hit the subscribe button on the channel if you are indeed new. Bia will go to you. We'll stay in the East, or go to the East, I should say. You got Cavs Celtics as your Eastern Conference final. You guys the winner.
Celtics in 6.
2006. Okay. 2006. What do you reckon the difference maker is?
They're better. But I like Cleveland's team. I like what they've done, but nah. Like, I don't know, man. I think they need to change that roster structurally to beat the version of the Celtics as we know them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's fair enough. Jets. Yo, sorry, go on, Peter. Go on.
I don't know. The two bigs thing kind of freaks me out a little bit. Of course, they could go like smaller and have like Wade or whoever and Hunter and the two guards and one of the bigs, but I don't know. We'll see. But I think the Celtics are going to beat them. But I think it'll be close.
Celtics in 6. Yeah, Jez, you got the same matchup?
Yeah, I actually got Celtics in 7. I think they go to Cleveland and closer though. They're in 7. I think I think for the East, I actually had the Cavs as my overachievers, and they proved it. But I think this is where it ends. I think the Celtics just got the experience as well. I think it's just a team that going to be hungry once they're going to be in the conference finals. They want to go back to the finals, trying to see if they can retain it again. So, yeah, I say Celtics in 7.
Celtics in 7. And same to you, Eddie, as well. You got the same matchup?
I'll go Cavs in 6. I just don't. That mighty Munchkin backcourt, that shit always going. Defensively, it's always gonna scare me. Because offensively, I think Darius Garland's a great player, but at the end of the day, he's like 5'11" in the NBA. At a certain point in time, you're gonna get switched on to a Jason Tatum, a Jaylen Brown in the mid post, and it's a turnaround fadeaway unless you're sending double teams every time, and that I don't think will do well for them when the Celtics look for that open three as much as they possibly can. And so I think they'll have offensive explosions in a couple games. I think they played them last season, if I'm correct. They played them last playoffs and might have won a game. So shit, winning 2 games is progress for them. So I'll go Celtics in 6. Celtics in 6.
Celtics in 6 you're going with. All right, cool.
Yeah.
No worries. That's all and good. Let's make sure I got this down right and pinned up. So you both all got the Celtics. Staying with you, Eddie, man. Oklahoma City Thunder, Los Angeles Lakers, Western Conference Final.
Do I need to say? What's understood doesn't need to be explained, my boy.
Say it, man. You all say what we saying. Are we what we saying? But is it KFC, ABC, Lakers in 5? Is this what we're saying, man? Is it not ABC, UFC?
Yeah, I said it once. I'll say it again. Lou Dort, child support, People's Court. Lakers in 5.
Bro,
Lakers in 5.
5 is crazy.
No, on a serious note, I'll go 6.
Lakers in 6.
I think our second best player being LeBron James is the difference. When you compare that to
OKC,
the OKC team, and if Chet hadn't had that major injury in the middle of the season, I think you might have seen a better version of him. But right now, it just seems like he's trying to play catch up.
Yeah.
And with the amount of games and battles you're going to have leading up to this point, it'll wear on him. And again, the game plan is very simple for everybody. It's going to be double Shea, make somebody else beat us. And so if you say, oh, Luka's going crazy right now, we're going to double Luka. That means you're going to leave LeBron James on the back end. We haven't even employed a Luka LeBron pick and roll. We haven't shown teams that. So teams don't even know how to guard that yet. That'll be a staple in the playbook. And I think in this series, because I don't think their wings can guard us. The Jalen Williams, the Kendrick Williams, Isaiah Joe, like I don't think they can guard a LeBron James or a Luka. So they're going to be scot-free doing what they want to do. And that's nobody can guard Shea like that, but Shea's easier to game plan against just because of the other threats that are surrounding him you don't really care for. So give me Lakers in 6. I think it'll be methodical how we get them out of here. So I'll go Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6. What are you saying, Jets, man? What are you saying? Is it UFC, ABC,
Oh,
OPP, OKC in 5? What are you saying, man? Sweeping them.
oh.
Yeah, OKC in 6. Is it 7?
There's two sides. There's two sides to this, man. There's the side where there's the negative fan in me speaking here, and then it's the one to me that where I'm talking about the pride because since Jalen Sharp has done this, I have seen nothing but Lakers fan all over my socials say all sorts of rhymes here to say Lakers in 5, man. And Lakers in 5 is disrespectful as hell too, but how are we losing in the 5 as well? How is he coming up with the 5 as well? Not 6, not 7, but okay, you know what? 5 was disrespectful. You just say, yo, you get one game just as like a souvenir before you send you to Cancun and that. Hella disrespectful, bro. So I'm going with my confident ones first here, but my two prediction and this is actually my prediction that I actually want to put down.
Okay.
I say OKC. I say OKC in 6.
Well,
Just because I can't take the disrespect first. I think this is where Shea. Not only do I think, because when you watch at the regular season games, obviously this will be completely different type of game, just from an energy levels perspective, but also the fact that I think this is where I trust Darkno to adjust to what has happened in the regular season, but also look at what the Lakers have done in the playoffs to adjust accordingly. And I don't know. This is the positive side of me where I also believe one of the other guys gets the rhythm in the playoffs, wherever it's the bench who gets the rhythm, or if it's one of the starters who gets the rhythm going to help Shea out, because this is important. That's the important part. If we want to beat the Lakers, somebody has to step up. It can't be a Shea masterclass. Like we watched the last Lakers Panthers game. Yeah, Luka got ejected. It was bullshit, and that, but even still, then the way Shea was playing, I still think we win the game regardless. But but it's all about also other guys stepping up. But yeah, I got OKC in 6 and be going to the finals. So that's my prediction. But this is where the negative part comes in me, because I speak about this season how this team doesn't look like a team to me that is it's a finals team. I think everybody looks at the record, everybody looks at the fact that we just beat on most of the NBA teams, but even when we go up against it, but even from a records perspective, I think we are 9-12. If you put the Lakers, Warriors, Houston, Houston Nuggets all together as a record, I think we're 9-12 or something similar to that. And this is pretty much what my issue is that if it's not number two has to carry me to the promised land. I have said that so many times, because I can't trust Jada, because you can't even use the lack of experience, because we wasn't the players last season, or some of the other guys been in the players before. So for me, do I trust Jada enough to be the second option and step up in the moments where we need him to be? I'm not 100% sure. I agree with Eddie. If Chet never got injured, I think he would have been even an all-star this season. I think he would have been an all-star this season if Chet didn't get injured. I think we still haven't figured out if we want to play Chet and Hartenstein together, or if we just want Hartenstein to come off the bench. I think we still have to figure that out as well. And most importantly is that I think an important factor is Ludo's shooting. His shooting has actually improved massively over this season since he's been in OKC, but it can be still inconsistent. So if it's going to be a game where Ludo can't hit a bucket for shit, and then you have Caruso coming into a game not being able to make a bucket as well, that's like two guys sometimes on the court who just do nothing but defend and just hustle around. So I feel like there's weaknesses and tendencies that this team has where I feel like the Lakers can expose us. And this is how I could see the Lakers get to the final. But this is where I just gotta hope that the team gotta get it together and just play up to expectations and can get us to the finals. So this is the negative part. Now this is how I could see a scenario where the Lakers could get to the final. But yeah, man, that's just like there's the two sides of me, man. But We can't take the disrespect, man. We can't take the disrespect, man. I've been saying all season how people in the media, the way they're speaking about OKC, outside the Shea free throw narrative, I agree with everything what people say about how people don't respect OKC in the league because we haven't done it. And the only way to get respect is if we can get to the finals and win it. So yeah, man.
First, only none, you know what I'm saying? Well, neutral person on this when it comes to Peter. What you saying, man? You also got OKC, Lakers.
Thunder and 6, man. I'm not trying to watch Lakers Celtics.
You're not trying to watch what?
Lakers Celtics.
Why are you not trying to watch Lakers Celtics? Was bad about that?
Fuck that shit, man.
That's Adam Silver's stream right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
I refuse to let Adam Silver off the hook with the Dream ratings final after his accident.
Saying the ratings final. Adam Silver.
That's from Miami again, bitch. I'll do it.
Well, Adam Silver is probably trying everything in his power to make sure that the Lakers. He's gonna make sure the Lakers and the Celtics get to the finals, however possible. He does not.
That's what everyone's gonna want. Watch. You know what? I'll change my Celtics one. Cavs in 7. OKC Cleveland. Enjoy, everybody.
Oh, so you're saying?
If the finals, we winning that shit, man.
Cavs in 7. Thunder in 6. OKC Cleveland. All you niggas, they're talking about Lakers Celtics are gonna be just as bad as we were in 2022. We got Miami and Denver instead.
Cavs in what? Cavs in what did you say?
Over Boston. I change it. Thunder Celtics final.
Cool. So you got Cavs in 7, you got OKC in 6. So we'll stay with you then. Cavs OKC.
Fuck Jess. Cleveland wins.
Yeah, Jess, hold on, man.
Hey, no, fair enough.
Cleveland wins. 6 games.
No, Peter, this is my only thing that I have left in the season, bro. You really gonna do me like that?
That's not.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I'm disappointed everybody on this panel, and I'm disappointed in the chat. I don't even care.
So the final, you've got Cavs in. So wait, Peter,
you got. If we lose to the Casper, I'm retiring from sport, man.
Yep, you're gonna get up and lose to Mobley.
Oh, I want this whole team also.
Mobley ring.
If Shea allows these man to go, if Shea is watching Donovan Mitchell hold the NBA championship, bro, I will lose my mind, bro. I will lose my mind, bro. If this is what's going to end, bro.
Yeah,
we're gonna end this, bro. So with a Darius Garland, Darius Garland, I can't. We can't do that, bro.
The Thunder good fans gimmick's not going to save you.
Oh, we cannot do this. We cannot do this.
When I'm right about all of this, I don't even want apologies. I just want you guys to remember that everyone's crazy. Well, they're a genius.
Bro, I don't even saying that it's realms of impossibilities. I'm just saying the way we've dealt with them this season, bro. If Shea, all I'm saying is if Shea, bro, I'm just saying this already. If we don't even get into the conference finals, some nasty narratives ongoing around.
No, Jez, and you know what's worse? After 3 games, you'll be 2-1.
We can't be battling.
You'll lose the next 3.
At least it isn't a 3-1, but man, we cannot do this. Man.
Home court in this hypothetical, I don't even care.
That's real nasty.
What are you saying? Cavs in what? What did you say, Peter? Cavs in
Cavs
what?
in 6. I don't even know who has home court in this hypothetical. It doesn't matter.
We haven't.
Oh, that's funny. We'll lose a pivotal game 5 on your home floor. Yep. I've been there. It happened.
It happened. I would say it didn't happen, but not to these Cavs. Not to these Cavs. Like, at least we did it against the Warriors, against the dynasty. Not against the Cavs.
Yeah, man. It's cool, man. You'll be all right.
Damn. All right, just me saying you got Celtics versus your OKC.
See, this is a team right there. If we lose, I could actually stomach it. Not to cuss. But not the Cavs, bro. No.
Right, yeah, just like
I'm in denial, bro. This is like losing to fucking Brighton in the final. No. No, but we actually playing a real team that actually been there. And what do they say about people, man? The first time as a group get into a final, they don't usually win. But this is where we change the narrative, man. This is where we change the narrative. OKC in 7, we're winning it at home. OKC in 7, Shea Finals MVP. Shea Finals MVP.
Let's go.
Top,
OKC in 7, man.
with the regular season MVP as well. Oh man, this right there. Number two carrying me to the promised land. Number 2 carrying me to the promised land. This is what I'm saying, man. He has to. I'm saying like acknowledge that the NBA's best player is Canadian. Acknowledge him. And acknowledge him. Like, you know, I was like Roman Reigns and that.
Cavs in 5.
Hey, I need even one of these. I need. Hey, run me a Cavs OKC match.
This is what we deserve.
Bro, these runs would outdo the counter runs, bro. We cannot be losing to the fucking Cavs, bro. It's just not possible.
Yes, you can.
There's no point.
Is there any other team that's like that, or is it just the Cavs?
No, because none of the dominant teams, like, at least I can still respect the Nuggets because the Nuggets got the best player in the NBA. They got at least Jokic. I can stomach losing to the Lakers because they got Luka and LeBron. But we can't lose to Donovan Mitchell and fucking Darius Garland, bro. If I lose to that backcourt, bro, like ban the sport, bro. Ban the sport. Oh, not to that backcourt, man. Not to that. Because all the other teams who I think could get there in the finals in the East aren't good enough to be the Cavs or Celtics anyway. So it can only be the Cavs in my eyes. And like even that flows. In my mind, there's not a single scenario where I can imagine myself losing to the Cavs. I go as far as that.
All right, first. And Eddie, you got the dream NBA ratings matchup: Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Adam says, as Peter pointed out,
Celtics
and me actually, as a content creator, that's the one I want to see. But over to you, Eddie, man.
Hey, Celtics is
fine. Lakers in 6.
You saying Lakers in 6? All right.
Here's the framework.
Jackson's the framework. No chance, buddy.
Here's the framework.
All right. Let
Jackson Hayes ring.
Jackson Hayes' ring is nasty.
God will strike you down.
We play small ball. We match them shot for shot. LeBron plays out of their mind. Luka plays out of their mind. Austin Reeves is the 3rd best player on the court. It's the only way. The only way.
Yo, AR-15, Dalton connect. I hear you, man.
No. Listen, that exciting Whites thing has to end before the playoffs even begin. Okay? The exciting Whites thing is
what's going on.
It was nice while it lasted.
We're going to take down the Celtics. Will never happen.
We'll be here. We will be here.
We're gonna eat these Peyton Pritchard and you're gonna like it.
The nigga damn brownie minutes for the Celtics are both winning chip.
We will be blowing them out one game, so you will get the first father-son duo in the NBA Finals. We will shamelessly
we will be blowing
that narrative.
You know how else
shamelessly exploit that narrative.
You know how else that can happen if you're getting blown out?
Huh? Them waxing us? Yeah, we know. For my mental health, I pray we don't even get to this point. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, the worst thing I've ever experienced basketball-wise is the 2008 NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
We had a 26-point lead.
It was 23 in game 4.
What was it?
It was 23 in game 4. I just watched it the other day.
Yeah, 23 in game 4. And Ray Allen decided that he wanted to just go crazy. We ended up losing that game to go down 3-1.
That was the end of Vujicic's career, effectively.
Bruh, it was crazy. It was crazy. And back then, the finals format was 2-3-2. So you play 2 games at one location, 3 games at the next, and you close it out with 2 at the original location. So yeah, I'm that's where I'm going for. Lakers in 6, bro.
I see your name, man. Says 18.
I'll never pick the Klansmen. I'll never pick the Klansmen to beat my team.
I mean,
Never
to be fair,
in this
I didn't
world.
either.
Huh?
To be fair, I didn't either. But
Yeah, you had them beating the Cavs. I know, Casey.
nah, I changed it. Cavs are winning the chip now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you had. Yeah, you got Cavs in 6. Yeah.
Cavs in 6 over the Thunder.
Yeah, you got Cavs, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a man of sport. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you got the Cavs beating this. You got the Cavs beating the Celtics and the OKC back.
Wait, we closing out here because I'm finna tap out.
Yeah. We done, Eddie. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate
Hey, Eddie, I
it.
hope you enjoyed watching United today.
Appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? I know now that you're here, I just have to, before
What's
we go, the future of the Phoenix Suns, please.
Okay. You want to have this
Please.
honest conversation? Because this is an easy one to have.
Let's have this honest conversation. I want to hear
The
your
son
thoughts.
of the owner is Bradley Beal's agent, I think, or something like that. I want to say Bartlestein, or like the owner's son works for Bartlestein or some shit like that. The family has ties to Beal. So that's why Beal didn't get chucked out of there. What do? Probably trade KD. What should we do? Not trade KD.
Who would you trade to try and like fix the problem?
To be honest, I would try and trade for Ayton back, but that would revolve around attaching capital to Beal, shifting him, and then trading whatever you get for DeAndre Ayton because they have Klingon in Portland.
Yeah.
But I would have never traded Ayton in the first place for Nurkic, who's now in the Hornets, by the way. So
that lets you know what he is.
But yeah, what do they do? Probably trade Kevin Durant because there will be an almighty bidding war when the Thunder and the Rockets don't win this ring and have all the assets in the draft. But I would not do that because I enjoy having KD on my team. But no, it's not looking great. We're basically like the United of basketball. But you know, it's cool, man. I got other sports.
Does Bud stay?
I don't see the point in just firing coaches every year and then building like these hilarious teams. I wouldn't have fired Vogel.
Hold up, my fault. This cat is tearing up a flower vase real quick. My bad.
Yeah, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Flowers, man. Big up. But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't see the point in changing coaches every year. I would keep them. I don't really have an issue, but it is what it is, man. Season was disappointing. I haven't watched a full game for 2 months. And I don't have to watch another full game for 6 months. So big up.
First. All right. So you've heard it here, people. I get for Alam and others and Fats and everyone else who wasn't here. I will be getting their predictions, people. But shout out to Eddie, Jez, Peter, Alam, Uju was here. Fats who was here. Everyone you see on the playback for the watch-alongs as well. Multiple games we will be doing throughout, people, both East and West. We'll be covering most games. You'll get watch-alongs for most games.
I gotta go. My fault. I gotta
Eddie,
go.
Lessons, no stress, man. Do your thing.
Hey, man, are we doing the play-in tournament or what?
Don't worry. Don't worry, Eddie, man. Do your thing. No stress, Eddie. Blessings.
Fats, man.
Blessings. No stress, Eddie. No stress.
No, are we doing the play-in tournament?
Yes, we will be doing the play-in tournament. Yes.
Okay, so that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday?
Yes. I'm looking here. Magic Hawks, Warriors, Grizzlies, Bulls, Heat, Kings, Mavs. I will be doing all 4 games, yes.
I'm not going to lie. I'm
probably going to be around
barbecue on Friday, but I'll be here Tuesday and maybe Wednesday.
Yeah, no stress. Pull up for what you can, as always. Like what is this our 3rd year? Wait, how long have I known you?
Might be 4 years. But
a long time, man.
Playoffs for the Suns lost in the finals.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know you lot since we were doing the watch-alongs on the Twitch show. Yeah, people, over on the Sarcasm City TV playback is where you will be getting the watch-alongs, not here on the YouTube on the playback. Once the first round's over, if we do have time, I will try and do a courtside commentary to get the updated prediction and previews. Maybe not. It's all time dependent.
The issue with the NBA playoffs is they have 8 series. You're going to have games on every day.
That's the problem.
But I don't think we're going to have a break, like an entire day's break between the rounds. Like, we'll try.
We'll try, because that's the issues we've had in previous years. Because I wanted to update the second round, but there's just not been a breakthrough. So
when the series ends super early and matchups, like oftentimes they'll have a game 7 and a game 1 occurring on the same day. So it's like, fuck. Now the thing just bleeds into each other.
Yeah. And that's it. So yeah, www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. That's playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. If you have an NBA League Pass, you can use that to sync up with us. So we're watching the same stream, no spoilers whatsoever. Or if you are an NBA fan and you don't have a League Pass, get over to the Playback, because I'll be giving out VIP passes so you can watch the game for free throughout the play-ins and playoffs, conference finals, people. So head over to the Playback right now, playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, or just download the app from your app store. The same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same. Use the email, create an account for free, sign up for free, and it's the exact same format. The same way you're in the comment section, same way you see now myself, Peter, and Jez on the screen, exact same. But the difference is, if the game's on, will be shifted to the side and you'll see it, people, and you'll see the game there on the screen. So Playback, head over there. Make sure you run up the likes on here though, and hit the subscribe button as well. PR has the Cavs winning the NBA chip. Jez has his OKC winning the NBA chip. No surprise there. And of course, Eddie has the Lakers winning the chip. That's no surprise there. But everyone else I'm going to reach out to and get predictions from as well. I do want to know who everybody has winning and how. Anything you might want to add before we do indeed close out?
Fuck Shannon Sharp. We winning the whole lot. And when because that's his nightcap as well. When you have to talk about the NBA Finals and how OKC won the chip and Shea has the Finals MVP in his hands, we will be there. We will be there. And you know what? I promise you right now, if OKC wins the chip, I'm retiring from football for good, man. Basketball is going to be my main sport.
You might want to consider retiring, anyways.
Shit, like I would consider retirement when I have like my own family, man. When I become a family man.
He's not a family man. Stop it.
Yeah, run up the likes. There's still over 200 of you lot in here, man. Hit that like button whether you're watching live right now or watching this back. Make sure Peter already mentioned it. Playing tournament, so there will be games, people. So Hawks Magic, I should say, Tuesday night. Grizzlies Warriors also Tuesday night. We'll be doing both those games. Same with Heat Bulls and Mavericks Kings as well. You'll be getting those 4 matchups, and then the Thursday night ones, which is Friday morning in the UK, you will get those 2 matchups, whoever they are. So obviously the loser of the 7-8 game versus the winner of the 9 and 10th seed. And then boom, we then getting into playoffs and getting into the serious stuff. And thank God for that. I'm tired of watching and talking about Manchester United. So we move. Big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna redirect over to Beijing Reds TV. Shout out to Barnes, Pops, Krabs, the whole Beijing Reds TV gang over there. They're doing the Liverpool West Ham match reaction, probably waxing lyrical about winning the league. The absolute jokers. So yeah, just put Sarcasm City TV raid in their chat. That's all I need you lot to do. Put Sarcasm City TV raid in their chat. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Everyone who's been bigging up and enjoying the show. Love, man. This has been the Courtside Commentary Podcast, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.